Hey, this video is for all 5th and 6th grade coaches who want to help out on Sundays. First of all, thank you so much for your service and for your willingness to step in. This is such an incredible age for these 5th and 6th graders. They're developing not only physically, but inside their heads, they're just growing so fast from young children to teenagers. And on top of that too, spiritually, it is a very important time for these youth to move from carrying the parents' faith to almost owning their own faith and making the decision from my family faith to becoming my faith. And it's a really great time because you get to bridge that gap between a children's faith into teenage faith. And it's such a great ministry to be a part of. I love this ministry so much because of that huge gap right there that we get to honor and get to be a part of that young kid's life and building a foundation that will really help that kid, and not only help that kid, but give that kid a foundation spiritually that will last them far into adulthood. You know, there's a couple things you need to know about Sundays, and the first one is a very simple rule. It's the 10-10 rule. The 10-10 rule is a very easy way to remember two major things when you come into the doors on Sunday. First of all, be 10 minutes early. There's nothing worse than leaders showing up late because kids are learning from their adult counterparts. They're learning from grown-ups. And if they learn that it's okay to be late to stuff, that will forever remind them that no matter what, you can always show up tardy. But beyond that, kids show up early. And it's such a great time because you'll be able to connect with them freely. You'll be able to connect with them on their terms. They get to choose what to do. They get to choose what to talk about. They get to use their imagination, and you get to be a part of that. The 10 minutes before is so critical because it is that building time, that relational time, but on top of that too, you're serving those kids by showing them that to be on time is to be good. And like the old-fashioned saying was, to be early is to be on time is to be late is unexcusable. Thank God we work in a Christ-centered church here, in a grace-filled church, but I just want to encourage you guys, show up 10 minutes early. The second part of that rule is the other 10, and that is meet and introduce or re-welcome 10 other kids. When you walk through the doors 10 minutes early, chances are kids are hanging out there. It's unfortunate, but a lot of those kids show up late due to circumstances that are out of their control. And so we can't start our program until like 15 minutes into it. And so we have this 15 minutes hang time between the time they come in to the time that they leave, and at the time that the service starts. And that 10 minutes is so critical because that is the relational part of the whole thing. During those 10 minutes, you can invest, build, connect with those kids. And when you do that on their terms, on their choices, it goes light years in speaking truth into their life. The other part is the schedule. You need to know what's going on. Everyone needs to know what's going on. You don't want to walk in and be like, what's going on? I mean, here's what's going on. Like I said, the first 15 minutes, it's all hangouts. We have to wait till all the kids get there before they start the show. We don't want any kids showing up late and missing a huge part of the program. And so we hang out. We usually hang out up here, and we do things such as games. We're going to have table games. We're going to have Legos. We're going to have coloring. We got video games. We got foosball tables. We got pool tables. There's a ton of different things kids can do to hang out. About 15 minutes into the program, we bring everyone into one room and we welcome them. We tell them how great it is for them to show up, how much we appreciate them to be here, and then we do mixers. This is the part where we hope to get all the kids for that service to start taking down their barriers and start opening their heart to a message of love and a message of respect and a message that can ultimately change their lives. About 27 minutes into the service, we switch it up. Junior high will be coming upstairs, 5th and 6th grade will be coming downstairs. Now during the service, there will be videos, there will be talks, we'll be playing games as a group, there'll be dramas, there might be worship. There's a ton of different things that a service will entail. But one of the key things that we hope to work in every service is a thing called table time. Downstairs, the tables will be broken up to boys and girls. We really believe that at this age group, they're not capable of really connecting and being open with the other sex or other gender being there. And so during those table times, we want to encourage kids to be respectful. We want to encourage them to pay attention, do what they're supposed to do, encourage discussion, be sure to reflect the behavior we desire. That is so key when it comes to you guys. We want to reflect to kids exactly what those kids should be doing at that very time. For instance, if we're worshiping, I want you standing up. I want you clapping hands. And no matter how bad of a singer you are, you sing with the fullest spirit you can. Because once again, you're modeling to those kids a life in Christ. You know, if we're doing discussion, I encourage you, be open, be honest, talk. But at the same time, too, we want to make sure you realize the age group you're working with. You know, when it comes to different things such as talk sheets, filling out the blanks, kids seeing that will help them realize that this is a time to pay attention. After table times and during those times, we end the service. You know, during the end, please, 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 we need to finish strong. Say goodbye to the kids. Express that you hope to see them again sometime soon. And you know what? If you could help us with this, that would be great. But if you could tidy up your tables and the area and get it ready for the next service, the next group of kids to come in, we hope that they experience just as much fun, just as much excitement that the previous group experienced. You know, I just want to thank you. I really do. This service is all about connecting kids to the greatest thing in this universe, and that is God. And not just to learn about it, not just to mirror another person's faith, but to take on faith for themselves, to take on faith for who they are. And I just want to thank you so much for investing in the future of this church, the future of God's kingdom. You know, I'm going to be doing a couple of these videos, and I hope these videos help you out. But if you have any questions whatsoever, please email me at trevor@goldcreek.org. Or give me a call, 425-876-2417. Or better yet, call me up or I'll call you up. We'll get some coffee. I love ministry. I love helping and empowering people to do ministry. And like I said, this is an incredible age group. It's such a formative time in their lives, and you get to be a part of it. Thank you very much, and God bless you guys.